Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. This is a Storm Track 8 weather alert.
We're looking live at the line of storms barreling towards Indianapolis. Just take a look. News 8 is following severe weather tonight as we look live to the west at the weather headed our way. Thanks for joining us on Wish TV. I'm Tim Spears with Storm Track 8 meteorologist Drew Narsutis. What are you seeing?
We are seeing a line of strong storms, but we're very happy to see it in a line. If it were more of just some cells clumped together, our tornado risk would be much higher. Still have a risk for not only isolated tornado or two, hail, and of course some strong winds, but again, anything is on the table for tonight. Even if you don't get hit with severe weather, this is going to cause wet conditions for you all throughout the rest of the afternoon on roadways. Here in Indianapolis, we're not quite rainy yet. We've been kind of straddling the line of showers for a while now. 73 degrees outside, winds out of the southwest at 15, and pretty much knocking on our doorstep. This is a nice long line of healthy storms, plenty of lightning, plenty of wind, as we mentioned, some areas of hail, and we have had a few tornado warnings pop up, but we haven't confirmed any yet. We were always thinking our best chances for tornadoes were going to be further south near Evansville, Louisville, Bloomington. So we'll keep an eye as this southern wave pushes through, as this is the one we're keeping the biggest eye on at the moment. You can see off towards the north here in Indianapolis, this wave moving through Greencastle towards us here in Indy, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The first wave is now pushing out after a few tornado warnings. So we're sitting here in Indianapolis preparing for this system to hopefully finally make it through by sundown tonight. So we'll be stormy over the next few hours, but we're hoping that as we move into bedtime, most of those storms have passed by, but it's going to be interesting next few hours. We'll talk more here, Wish TV.
All right, Drew, we'll stay tuned. More than 90,000 customers are without power in the Hoosier State right now, many of them in northwest Indiana, which NIPSCO services. Let's get to News 8's Kyla Russell live in Martinsville, where the storm is just moving in. Kyla.
Yeah, Tim, so we're here in Martinsville, which is, of course, a part of Morgan County. If you are here, one thing I want to quickly note is that the northwest part of the county is currently under a severe thunderstorm warning until at least 6:15. Now, I want to take you to where we are at. Look behind me. We've got major cloud cover here that it's kind of barreled in just the past couple of minutes. We've watched as those clouds have kind of darkened up. Now, just this afternoon, we've traveled from Indianapolis to Terre Haute and, of course, here to Morgan County. The one constant that I've seen this entire time is that major concern of wind. While we're traveling on the roadways, some people having trouble kind of staying in their lane as that wind continues to kind of smack the car. One way I want to show you that. Look behind me, this rippling water. We've watched as that kind of ripple has continued to strengthen just in the past couple of minutes. So we'll continue to keep you posted on the wind, what exactly to expect here, in Morgan County and all around as we watch this weather kind of roll in. But for now, reporting here in Martinsville, I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
And she'll be bringing us conditions as they hit us all evening tonight. The impact of these storms extends far beyond the Hoosier State. Jen Sullivan is tracking the nationwide impact.
Heavy rains triggering flash flooding in Rain, Louisiana, where 6 to 10 inches fell Saturday. And now many communities in the Pelican State could be bracing for more rain. Next round of violent storms could impact roughly 170 million people Sunday from eastern Texas up to Michigan. The system could unleash severe thunderstorms and possible tornadoes.
As we get closer to the evening, that line really begins to form, and that's where the strongest storms are expected to be.
Parts of southern Texas are still dealing with flooding from days of heavy rain, like in Rio Grande, where people were wading in knee-high deep water Saturday.
We're just getting like a bucket of water poured on us, and it's just it's too much for the drainage system.
In Alamo, Texas, they've opened up shelters to help people whose homes were impacted by the floods.
Obviously, this is very strenuous time for the public and the families.
This has been a particularly violent year for weather. Approximately 300 tornadoes have been reported since January. That's nearly double the 164 reported by this time last year. And many of the areas that are under the greatest risk for severe weather Sunday and Monday are areas that have already been ravaged by storms this month. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
You can follow up-to-the-minute Storm Track 8 severe weather coverage online by scanning the QR code on your screen, or head to wishtv.com to see our live radar, warnings and watches in your neighborhood, and the latest from our team of meteorologists. Take a look at this. A semi overturned on I-70. This is a look from a traffic camera near Greenfield just a bit ago. News 8 is working to learn the cause of the crash and whether it has anything to do with the rain and wind we've seen today. The semi has since been towed away.